welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited that Kwon Jin Ah is back with a song. This is Monster. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
매일 아침 그랬지 거울 속에 난 사랑받지 못할 괴물인 줄 알았어 차가운 바닥에서 기어가던 난 거울 앞에 다시 서 있어 비참했던 내 playground 지독했던 내 trauma 내 거울은 좀 다른 걸까
Ooh, a little run. Oh, nice. Oh. This is a very interesting music video. That run? Oh, I love that.
세상 속에 난 사랑받지 못할 괴물일지 몰라도 차가운 바닥에서 다짐했어 난 이렇게 죽을 순 없다고 사랑했던 내 playground 사랑스러운 내 trauma 난 여전히 그 자리에서 외로운 영혼들이여 이겨낼 때까지 나를 따라 모두 다 노래해 Keep going, stay alive 살아가야만 해 이토록 엉망인 채는 If I camouflage 살아내야만 해 But done it in this dirty game 살아나 like this dirty way
Ooh.
Keep going, stay alive 살아가야만 해 Don't let them make you wild, But if it's camouflage 살아내야만 해 But turn it in this dirty game 살아내 in your own way
Wow. What a freaking great song. That was so good. Wow. I think this is such a relatable concept. So incredible. First, let's talk about the music and then we'll talk about the concept a little bit. I love the very beginning. It was kind of just Gina's voice, and the drum, a little bit of guitar as well, but it was so sparse and like bare. I really enjoyed that, especially just hearing the beat of the bass drum in the background. So it really focuses on her voice. She did a couple of really, like, at the beginning, really pretty runs. Very, very simple, but very beautiful. And then I love as the verse goes on, you get more and more instruments slowly starting to pour in. Then we had this kind of a little bit of a run before we had this pull away. At first I thought this was the pre-chorus, but looking back on it now, I don't think it was. It was just really kind of short. So I think the whoa part is actually the pre-chorus, which I absolutely love that. Such a little biting edge to it before going into the chorus. That run in the chorus, like, her vocals are so incredibly good. And I've heard Jin Ah before, and I know she's an amazing vocalist, but this just showed off like such amazing vocals. Like, I'm so incredibly impressed. In verse 2, I love how it kind of kept up that same feeling that we just had in the chorus. It kept the instrumentations where before it was a little bit sparse. Here it had a little bit more. Really enjoyed that aspect of it. And then, you know, I felt like going into the chorus, there was even more tension within that. And then in the bridge, the whoa kind of repeating and the ad-libs, really, really nice. So incredibly, like, cool. Like, just oozing, like, really fun, like, runs and tricks and flips in the vocal line. I love too in the bridge that whoa part really repeated a lot. I think that was really brought a lot of tension. It really built it up a lot. So when we get to the final chorus, you're just ready for it, right? And then love her runs there. So incredibly beautiful. Okay, talking about the concept. For this, there were no lyrics here. I should probably pull them up. But my first thought as I was watching this is that this is, you know, especially there were a couple of times where some words came through in there. This was talking about her flaws, like what she thinks about herself. And, you know, there are a lot of different things that made me think of like group therapy and things like that, you know, being in a circle and those. And really it looked like almost self-hate, like self-loathing and self-hating. And the way that she portrayed that was so incredibly relatable. And what I really loved is towards the end, across the screen, it says, "Hate myself, I'm not good enough, stay alive, keep going," was really, really, like, it just hit me, right? It just hit me of how big that is, and, you know, how much we have to work through and get into. So let me go ahead and pull up see if we have the lyrics somewhere, because like I said, they weren't on this particular video, but I think it's important. This is I think they play a really big role here. So, every morning was the same, the reflection in the mirror. I thought I was a monster who could never be loved. Crawling across the freezing cold floor, here I stand before the mirror once again. Which makes sense, which I talked about with the self-loathing. I also think that I didn't write this down, but now that this mentions it, she was in the mirror, like we saw the reflection, like, of her looking in the mirror a lot, which I think was really powerful. The playground was miserable, my trauma was suffocating. Is something wrong with my reflection? The world remains so exhausting, completely unchanged, and my hideous self is still the same. I wondered if the people who are covered and have all of the flaws all over them, if those were like, if that's what she was like viewing them as, the flaws of her. Keep going, stay alive, I have to push through. Even broken in a mess like this, even if it's camouflage, I have to make it through. Hold your ground in this dirty game. Survive like this dirty way. This is powerful. You have to push through, even broken in a mess like this, even if it's camouflage. I love that. Like, even if it's camouflage, I have to keep going. I have to keep going. In this world where nothing has changed, I might still be that monster who could never be loved. But on that freezing cold floor, I made a promise to myself that I won't die like this. The playground I used to love, the trauma I now wear with pride. I'm still standing right where I was. To all the lonely souls out there, until we break through and win, follow my lead and sing along. Oh. So basically, like, I'm gonna get through this, and any of you who are experiencing something, come stand with me. Keep going, stay alive, I have to push through. Even broken in a mess like this, even if it's camouflage, I have to make it through. Hold your ground in this dirty game, survive this dirty way. And then it repeats that again. Guys, I thought that that's what this is about, but reading the lyrics makes it feel, it hits even deeper. So I think this is a very relatable song. I'm curious to know what you guys thought of it. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part of the song or the music video? Tell me your thoughts down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Say you want me, and I